With MCC Season 3 beginning, I thought it'd be fun to come up with a new non-canon event that went bigger, better, and kind of insane. What if each MCC team had one celebrity that 3 of our amazing players would have to lead to victory? This is MCC Superstars. But before we begin, these 10 celebrities were suggested by my friends. But I want to know which celebrities you'd love to see in MCC, and I may include them in a future video just like this one. And whilst you're down there in the comments, make sure to subscribe as well. I'm a small channel, but I have big ambitions and I'm making some huge videos, so if you could subscribe it would mean the world to me. Anyway, enough messing around, let's start with the Red Spider-Mans. Tom Holland. Okay, look. Some of these aren't going to be realistic at all. Some of them are going to be crazy things that will never happen, and others might have a chance. But we start off with Tom Holland, who probably has a 1% chance of ever being in the event. But imagine actual Spider-Man playing to get to the other side. How insane would that be? Although I guess using web slinging might be cheating, to be fair. I of course had to get some Spider-Man fans involved, as well as some people I think would just make him laugh. So I've gone with CPK, Jack Manifold and Quackity, who I reckon would definitely have a lot of fun playing with Tom Holland, with CPK of course being invited to every single Marvel premiere ever, as well as of course Quackity and Jack Manifold, who kinda give me alternative Spider-Man energy, like I wouldn't be surprised to see them in Spider-Verse 2, and for that reason I love this team. The Orange McLarens. LANDO, NORRIS. Look, whilst the Formula 1 ace might seem unrealistic, I definitely think that with Quadrant there's at least a 15% chance of him being in it. I mean, it's still tiny, but if you're an F1 fan, then keep some hope. Of course he'd be absolutely goated at Ace Race. I mean, it's literally got race in the name. And with that thought, our first player is the incredible Pizza Hut, who can definitely show him the ropes, as well as Tubbo and Gianelli, who would bring the exact same energy as Lando. And honestly, this team would be an amazing fun watch that I'd love to see. The Yellow Svens. PEWDIEPIE. It's not just brown-haired British boys, as we have the legend of YouTube up next in PEWDIEPIE, who legitimately has a chance of being in the event, of course being in Minecraft Mondays in the past, as well as being a Minecraft pro, so I'll give it a 75% chance of ever happening, with Pewd's best game of course being Sky Battle, after his extensive experience in Skyblock definitely helping him out there. For his team however, I picked some of the best survival players out there, with H-Bomb plus the Hermits of Green and False, helping him make his way to victory, matching up Pewd's incredible survival experience, with him too being an expert builder and player, which means this team are bound for the victory. The Green God is a Woman's. Ariana Grande. Look, when someone said that I should have Ariana Grande in the event, I 100% knew the team name I wanted to use, which is the exact opposite of the percentage chance that she'll ever be in the event, because there's 0 chance it will ever happen. But even so, it would be incredible if it actually did. I mean, think about Ariana in Grid Runners. Imagine using that singing voice to command her team. Which, talking of which, we of course had to have an all-girls team, with Jojo, Sylvie and Pearl being perfect, and definitely giving Ariana a chance at victory, because they're all incredible and will prove women are just better. The Mint Musicians. Ed Sheeran. We had one musician, so let's make it 2, as we have a themed team, this time around the Mint Musicians, led by of course Ed Sheeran, who once again has 0 chance of ever being in the event, unless of course he's got a baby cousin or nibbling that's obsessed with MCC, because that's the only chance it would ever happen. Either way, his best game would have to be Hole in the Wall, because he's in love with the shape of you, but for real, we had to give him some musical teammates, So of course, Wilbur is in a starring role alongside Mr. R-Man himself, Captain Sparkles, and then MCC Underdogs legend, James Marriott, completing the team, trying to lead Ed to another #1 album. And by album, I mean MCC Crown. The Aqua Aces. JAIDEN Animations. And we are back to what I think is a very realistic option, as I give the wonderful JAIDEN Animations a 90% chance of being in the event, because honestly, it would be unreal to see one of her animated gaming videos on MCC. I mean, I think that would be incredible. But of course, as one of the biggest inspirations in the Ace community, we made her a full team of Ace competitors, which is a double meaning by the way, with Shovel, 5UP and Snifferish completing the lineup, with of course JAIDEN's best game being Ace Race, because how could it not be? The Teal Tottenhams. Son Heung-min. A Premier League legend and one of the most famous figures in South Korea, Son would be a huge inclusion for MCC, even if it will never happen, because I don't expect him to play a game of football and then MCC all in one weekend, as well as the fact he might also be too famous. Anyway, football of course equates over to one game and one game only, being Meltdown, because if running around and aiming shots doesn't define both these games, then I don't know what will. With his team kinda being special to me, as we have Kratz Chelsea, Tap Arsenal, and In the Little Nottingham Forest, all joining our Spursman, but given they're also rival clubs, maybe not helping him to the trophy. But he's a Spurs player, so he's probably not used to winning anything anyway. The Blue Beasts. Mr. Beast. Of course, Mr. Beast had to make it. I mean, did you expect any different? He's literally almost definitely going to be in an event in the future, even if it's for Pride to raise some money. Which, talking of money, Mr. Beast is kinda well known for having some, so I imagine he can afford everything in big sales at BuildMart and just buy the whole store, which, like he's done in the past, to get him and his team to victory. Which, talking of, we have Carl, Sapnap and George, as they definitely have great chemistry with Mr. Beast and would give him a shot at victory. But you may be wondering, where's Dream? Well, up next is the Ferrucia Faceless. Marshmello. Look, was this mainly about creating a funny team name? Maybe. But Marshmello would be an excellent addition to the event, and it doesn't seem truly impossible, but maybe still a 10% chance of this ever happening. Mainly because his mask would get in the way, which does mean he might be best at parkour tag, just randomly running away from opponents, along with his teammates of other faceless friends in Dream, even if he has had his face revealed, Rambo, and finally Block Wars' Wolfie, who's totally not here because I ran out of people who haven't face revealed, as this team would have to face the music to get the victory. Anyway, I'm sick of saying face, so now it's time to see the last team they'd face in Pink Prime. KSI. Look, if TommyInnit could work his magic and maybe get a bit of help from Vikkstar too, maybe, just maybe, we could see KSI in MCC, which would honestly be hilarious, as we see these three joined by Logan Paul to make Pink Prime, which technically means I cheated and got two celebrities involved, but it was purely because the Prime name was too tempting, so can you blame me? But it's time to talk about this team in its prime, with of course Sands of Time, which doesn't work as a rhyme because I said time too much times. Talking of which, it's about time we ended, because I'm obviously going crazy, I mean please help me. A big thank you to Mad Julius for the video idea, it's hugely appreciated and you should check out their video down below. And thank you of course all of you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my silly video and consider subscribing. But with that being said, there's only one thing left to say. which is of course, as always, peace.